let me ask you this. What do you think is the #1 reason why most adults lie most of the time? Let's take away the medical diagnosis and just for most adults most of the time, what do you think is the #1 reason why most adults lie? We're going to get back to that in just a second. That's huge. Was that? I want to make sure I'm giving credit to the right person. You nailed it. The #1 reason why most adults lie is to avoid a consequence that's either real or perceived. Now I want to make sure you quickly get credit where credit is due. The #1 fear that will stop most adults from doing most things is embarrassment. A lot of times we think it's failure. Failure really isn't the problem. It's what we feel after we have failed. So the #1 reason why most adults lie is to avoid a consequence that's either real or perceived, and the #1 fear that will stop most adults from doing most things is embarrassment. It's not failure. So what does that mean to us? How many of you find yourself getting angry when somebody lies to you? Stop. Please, please stop.
I'll try. I'm not sure if I can, but I will try.
Oftentimes we get mad. I appreciate the effort. Oftentimes we get mad when people lie to us because we feel like we're under attack. They're trying to take advantage of us. Or maybe the embarrassment we feel after if we feel like we believe somebody's lie and now we're embarrassed after the fact. We typically take it as a shot against us. And honestly, sometimes it is. More often than not, especially within a professional context, people are not lying to hurt you. They are lying to protect themselves. And as soon as we understand that, hopefully we can stop being mad about people that lie to us. Sometimes our own personal ethics, moral values get in the way. I'm not asking you to change those or give up on those. Please don't. That's another reason why we get mad. Professionally speaking, the majority of the time, not always, majority of the time, they're not lying to hurt you. They're lying to protect themselves. If you're doing any type of investigation, if you're doing a job candidate interview and somebody lies to you, please don't get mad. Please understand that they likely felt like it was the last good choice they had left. So they exercised it. Think about it. If you're doing an investigation and you have to talk to somebody who discriminated, harassed, bullied, stole, gave away confidential information, broke any number of policies. If you ask them to come to your office and talk to you, you're asking them to make 3 increasingly worse decisions from their perspective. Number 1, actually come in and talk to me. Come in my office and sit down. Good things don't always happen after that. Number 2, tell me all about it. And then after they've told you about it, depending on your company policy, you might ask them to document it in writing so it can live on in the records of history forever. If at any point in time they express doubt in wanting to do any of those things, please don't get upset. Please realize that you have somebody who is still an intelligent human being that's stopping to think, wait a minute, I know what I did maybe wasn't great, and this might not be the best way for me to come clean about it. So it's important to us that everything we do, we help people save face and protect their self-image. That way they don't feel the need to protect themselves and they're not worried about being judged or ending up embarrassed. Please keep that in mind. One of the biggest lessons that I learned after my career or during my career in interrogation was please don't get mad when somebody lies to you because honestly it's their job. It's what they're supposed to do in this situation. So let's understand that and move on. Focus on the goal.